Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth Walton and I am a doctoral student at the University of Paris-Saclay on the INRIA team SIGCHI. I am here today to present work completed by Wendy, Mackay, and myself entitled Dance Transitions: What Forms of Technology Best Support Professional Dancers as They Learn New Movement Styles. Current dance support systems are highly contextualized, built around the specific technique, like classical ballet, or choreographic style, like the one developed by William Forsythe. However, they do not support professionals in long-term personal development. To better understand these unsupported needs, we examined a critical moment in a dancer's career, the dance style transition. During a dance style transition, a dancer changes from working or training in one style of dance to another. In our case, we focus on transitioning from classical ballet to another style of dance. We made this choice because of the common training trajectory of dancers in the Western world who begin training in ballet at a young age, then continue with this foundational technique to support their future careers. However, as the ballet profession is very competitive and can often end in injury, dancers often change to work in another style. In our research, we asked the following two questions. What are the key challenges and relevant strategies when approaching a dance style transition? And how does designing to support this transition apply to the overall dance system design? To gain insights into the dancers' experiences, we conducted semi-structured story interviews. We probed for specific moments when the dancers learned a movement or a concept from ballet that exists also in the new style, such as the idea of alignment as presented here by dancer D3. We spoke to 12 pre-professional and professional ex-ballet dancers currently training or performing in styles including modern, contemporary, tango, and folk dance. We analyzed the interviews using an inductive and deductive approach to thematic analysis, focusing on key challenges of the transitions, how the dancers overcame them, and the related external input from teachers or choreographers. We uncovered 3 major challenges that dancers face during their transitions. These include overcoming their dance habits, learning movements in the new style, and supporting the transition over time. To overcome previously formed habits, dancers alter their focus, either placing it outside of the body or taking a hyper-focus on the inner workings of the body. Dancer D6, who transitioned to tango, described how distracting her mind by focusing on her partner opened her body to new movement possibilities. She said, in tango, at once you have a bond with another body. You are not in the vision of you are in the relationship to the other. From there, I can escape my head. During this process, teachers and choreographers act as guides, leading dancers out of their habitual movement approaches. In the long term, dancers search for classes and workshops in techniques for breaking habits and increasing body awareness, such as the Alexander technique, the Feldenkrais method, or the Gaga movement language. The second key challenge is learning movements in the new dance style. To do this, dancers use 3 strategies: reusing and then redefining known movements and concepts, learning from the bodies around them, including their own, and imposing self-defined structure. For this challenge, teachers and choreographers can pose questions to the dancers, feed them with hand-picked imagery, and provide history and contextual information for the movement to create a space of trial, error, and self-discovery. During this process, dancers expand beyond dance training into a variety of styles with a variety of teachers, but also into other sports, like scuba diving and rock climbing. A new way of viewing movement, a different explanation from a teacher, or a new context can make all the difference for the movement comprehension of a dancer. The third key challenge for dancers is finding ways to support this transition process over time. The transition requires a deconstruction of movement understanding and preferences, and then a reconstruction of both into a new arrangement. To do so, dancers must be exposed to a diversity of thought and viewpoints. Dancers therefore study a variety of techniques with different teachers and contexts, but also expand the work beyond training into activities like choreography, teaching, academic studies, and discussion with non-dancers or even non-artists. Dancer D12 explained the need to do such exploration because of the difficulty in this deconstruction-reconstruction process. He said, "It's difficult to change one's taste because it requires a re-questioning of them, which puts in doubt all of the learning. It requires rebuilding something else." We saw an additional fourth theme emerge that marked the entire process: the need to address and alter the ingrained mentality from the previous style training. Because of its difficulty and need for precision, ballet dancers must commit 100% to their pre-professional training and to the ballet mentality that accompanies it. They develop certain beliefs surrounding the body, performance, training, and relationships with teachers and choreographers. Changing the ingrained mentalities is necessary to perform movements in their new style, to move beyond the balletic style as seen on the left, and to find movement in the modern style as seen on the right. T1 needed to lose control of her body and decrease her mental energy, thinking of moving as just another bodily function. Only with the acceptance to let the body take the lead can D1 access the qualities of the modern movement. We see that during the active actions of approaching the three key challenges of the dance style transition, dancers are also required to continuously question these ingrained childhood beliefs, which directly impact the success of their style transition. We offer 3 implications for the design of dance support systems based off of our findings. The first is to integrate a multiplicity of movement representations, which would let dancers question movement with the different ways to view and define it. We also recommend balancing traditional and reflection-based methods in dance learning support tools, so dancers can both appropriate movement structure and explore sensation through this structure during one session. Lastly, we recommend allowing dancers to define movement through movement, which builds upon the strength of current technologies to capture movement and supports the necessary dancer self-reflection. In summary, this work explores technology support for the careers of professional dancers by better understanding a critical career moment of the dance style transition. Thank you for your interest.